XDefiant in March? Well, according to an investor meeting and investor call, it could still happen in March, but he has to release soon. And a lot of people are calling it to be released before March and before the end of the fiscal year 2023-2024 for Ubisoft. And we're going to be taking a look at that document in just a moment. But as you can see here on Twitter, we have a tweet from XD Loadout. At XD Loadout says the following: "We're said it here and we'll say it again. We're so back." And this user, um, retweet a tweet from Clue, says confirmation check mark. Ubisoft still planning to release XDefiant Season 0 sometime before March 31st, according to today's investors report, which we are going to take a look at in just a moment. But first, here is the snippet of the title release schedule for the fourth quarter of January to March 2024. Keep in mind, the fiscal year for a game company usually starts in April, which is why there is a fourth quarter, although this is the first quarter of a year. That's what's going on here. So there's two categories: the package and digital, which is like package, like you have box, the actual box art stuff, and they have digital like Epic Game Store and all that good stuff. So Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, that's on the way. We have Skull and Bones, that's already on the way. Digital only, these are games that are like on the Epic Game Store, Ubisoft Connect, etc. For Honor, Year 8, Season 1, Riders Republic, Season 10, Skull and Bones, Season 1, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, Year 9, Season 1, Tom Clancy's The Division 2, Year 5, Season 3, The Crew 2, title up to 18, The Crew Motorfest Season 3, Uno Party DLC, and then we have Valiant Hearts Coming Home, and finally, as you can see on the bottom, X Defiant Season 0. So, what this tells us is it's on the way and potentially on the way, but this is just an outlook. You never know what's going to happen with the game. Here is the snippet for the outlook from the investors report. We're also be taking a look at the full document in just a moment. Full year 2023 to 2024, the company confirms its financial targets of a strong top line growth and full year non IFRS operating income of approximately 400 million euros. Quarter 4 net bookings are expected to be up, leading to an annual record annual net bookings. This quarter includes a lineup with Skull and Bones and Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown on the premium side, meaning you have to pay for it. A limited contribution from XDefiant on the free-to-play side, follow on sales of prior quarter releases, a strong back catalog relying on heavy line services program, and significant partnerships including the non-exclusive licensing of streaming rights for the console and PC Activision Blizzard games. Okay, so this means that they're relying on good games for this particular quarter of 2023 to 2024. Okay, so let's have a look at the full document, which is right here. I'll link you guys to this in the description, and this is the full document of the sales, investors report sales. As you can see, the net bookings are as follows. Please keep in mind, I do not know how to read this particular chart. I never studied um marketing and all that good stuff, but I can tell you this is money. So IFRS 15 sales net bookings digital is going to be 1,185, which is a minus 2.1%. And then we have PRI net bookings at 688.6, which is minus 18%. But their back catalog net bookings are 1,054.56, which is a plus 39.7%. Like they said, there's a strong backlog right here. because of that plus number. Percent of total of net bookings, 81 for digital, 81.8 for digital, 47.5% for PRI, and their back catalog is 72.8%. And the 9 months, and this is the 9 months from 2022 to 2023, 84.8, 59.0, and 52.9%. So, so here was their new releases designed to be long sellers, including Assassin's Creed Mirage, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, The Crew Mortarfest, and Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. So these are the four strong ones. The back catalog in terms of like the strong ones, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege and Assassin's Creed brand, and that the entire thing. Okay, then they talk about the official report, like paragraph stuff. I'm not gonna go over that. Quarter four is the one we're talking about though. So here's quarter four. Prince of Persia released on January 18. Skull and Bones is the new game there. But of course, on the bottom here is where we take a look at the good stuff. This is what we're talking about in that tweet. The sales and net bookings, IFRS 15 sales are as follows for quarter three: 606.470, and that's 2023 to 2024. 606.4. Their deferred is 19.8. Their net bookings are 626.2. Digitally, it's 486.2. PRI wise, it's 172, 174, excuse me. And their back catalog net bookings are 359.9, almost 360. And that is for 2023 to 2024 into the quarter three. And their sales went up. Their Some of their sales went down, some of their sales went up. Okay, and of course, as we saw in the tweet, the outlook for the full year 2023 to 2024. I'm not going to read this again because we saw that in the tweet. Okay, but they did add, because it is the full document, they're also showing you guys a full year for 2024 to 2025 when the fiscal year begins next in April. Okay, they're going to reveal what's going up in May, actually. So that is the conference call with the investors meeting to see what's going on with the money. So that is a little bit of the investors call. If you are interested, I will be putting this in the description below. Now let's go to one more tweet that we need to talk about, and that is located here. I reposted this from Doug Dag Nabbit, and the following he says: "Timing is everything, and unfortunately, Ubisoft missed the mark with XDefiant. Modern Warzone tweeted this first. Ubisoft is planning to release XDefiant before March 31st, 2024, according to their investor meeting, which is which is the thing we talked about today. So let's take a look at the comments, and then let me tell you what I think on this particular post, and I'm going to link this as well. XDefiant alert says slow and steady wins the race. Sure, true, that is true. Anthony at not blame truth says the following: MW3 is such a flop interest wise, they can release it literally anytime. Hard to disagree. I'll gladly wait even better for a long game. True, 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 true. Big true right here. You want to have a good game than a flop of a game, if you will, if you know what I'm saying. Kenville Kong says the following: I'd rather studios don't rush a game out full of bugs, especially a new game, and not just another carbon copy of the previous. That being said, Fortune's Keep is amazing, and it'll be hard to play. It'll be hard to play anything else once Rebirth enters the mix. a lot of people are looking into Rebirth Island, the Call of Duty map, for Resurgence to come back to season two, I believe. And that's again, I have not played COD for a while when it comes to COD. It's been a while since I played COD. You gotta remember, I've been playing XDefiant. Excuse me, Power Road. Um, Now Ryan agrees, saying the following: Absolutely, should have been dropped before MW3 gained Steam. Steam now definitely it's DOA dead on arrival. It will be a small niche community that will play it. People will play because it's free, but not. But if you're coming from COD, you go right back. And let's see the sub comments to this. Um, Jody our AU says the following: God is horrible right now. I enjoy playing. I only enjoy playing its ranked side of it, and even that's horrible. I'd rather play XDefiant than COD. Okay, good. Best best says the following: COD is literally at its worst state in a while. Got outsold by Hogwarts game, and that's a single player game. True. Victor Diaz says the following: Not necessarily. There's its one chance it could take COD people back. It's not huge, but there's a big issue with COD, and that's cheaters. There's no good anti-cheat. The cheaters roam free in rank, playlist, and public. Um, let's see what else. Little Frosting says the following: MW3 isn't gaining any steam due to 90% of the community is, well, I can't say the word, about the game constantly. Ubisoft opened their third eye, recognized that COD is popular in maybe 4 months, and decided to drop XDefiant when COD is in its law. And that's actually a good point. That's a very good point. Okay, that's a very good point right there. That's a good point because if XDefiant drops when it's at its low LUL, it's going to be people are going to play because they've been waiting for something to play since COD is not doing as well as they thought they would be. We're gonna take a few more comments here. J JG says the following: No need to keep giving Activision your yearly $70 with X Defiant. True, that's true. X Defiant is set to be a free game. Go back to what? Blanco says. Go back to what? Same stuff every year since 2010. COD is trash and every dead a long time ago, buddy. Only Red Kid cares about this. Okay, that's a funny one. That's a funny one today. But a lot of people are mixed on should should Defiant be came out earlier or should it come out later? Okay, now I'm gonna tell you my things before we take a look at other data. If we take a look at other data, the only data we are going to see is the Steam charts. And remember, this does not take account of players who play on Xbox or other platforms. As you can see here, the top 10 only because of season 2. Because season 2 just came out. Only because of that, season 2, Call of Duty is top 10. But I don't see it there next week or in 2 weeks. I really don't because if you really take a look at it, it's only because season 2 came out and everybody's going to go away after season 2 is over or before mid-season because they only want to see the new content for their audience. So if we take a look at the numbers for Call of Duty right now, in the last 30 days, last 30, meaning from February 9 to January 9, we have a minus. We have an average player count of 84,841.4 with the peak players of 144,838 at one time. That is a minus 4% of players. In January alone, last month, they have dropped 13.56% of players, which is a minus 13,982 players, for an average total of 89,143.7, with the peak players number of 144,838. Now, keep in mind, they have been losing players. The only reason why they gained players back in October, November, December is the Christmas event, is the events that are coming out and all that good stuff. But now it's coming down again. And there was a time where the game all the way back in 2023 lost players consistently. All the way from November 2022 where they had a plus 120,000 all the way back to 102,000. Yeah, it's wild. Okay? And only 186,000 are playing right now. 106,000. And I say only as if this was a small number. It's a big number, but remember, this is not. Call of Duty has been around for a long time. Look here who's number one right now. If we take a look at the Steam charts right now, it's not Call of Duty who's number one. Number one goes to everybody's favorite FPS, Counter Strike 2. And that game does not have the most peak players in right now. It's actually Power World with 2 million peak players. The current players is Power World and Counter Strike and Dota 2 is beating out Call of Duty. That's how embarrassing Call of Duty got. That's embarrassing because if Call of Duty is losing to a game like now I understand Counter Strike. That game has been out for a long time and it's been beloved. It's a beloved game and people are still playing. But if Call of Duty is losing to a game like Power World, Power World is an indie game. They're not even triple A studio, and they're losing to that. And I'm playing Power World, by the way. Their peak player number for Power World is 2.1 million, and I'm enjoying that game so much I have not returned to Call of Duty ever since. Fortnite maybe, Call of Duty I have not returned to ever since. So, do I think XDefiant is coming out in March? Let's get back on topic. It's going to be difficult to say because we have no idea what Pixels to Mark is doing. If we take a look at Pixels to Mark, with this Mark Rubin, who does the XDefiant, the last update that was put out was January 26th. And they're talking about testing. Okay? And remember, and kill cams are being worked on too. Oh, yes, kill cams. Remember, there was a time where Call of Duty took that thing away. Yeah, kill cams are coming to XDefiant, and they're gonna be doing some clan war thing. Now that's exciting. Call of Duty has not innovated for a while. They're just working on this the stuff. Okay, remember a good a bad game is gonna be bad forever. A an okay, that's what that's the rule. That's the thing. A good game is going to be good. A bad game is going to be bad forever. A rush game is a bad game. No, most of the time. If it's rushed, it's most likely a bad game. If it's a good game and the developers take their time to put love into it, they're going to be good. It's going to be a very good game as long as they know what they're doing. But if you have a bad game, yeah, that's the thing. So it's I rather take a good game than a rushed game, especially with XDefiant. I've been looking forward to this game, and I cannot wait to play it on the main channel. So that's it for today's um talk of the day for gaming news. What do you guys think? XDefiant in March, or is this just investor talk just to give us give us hope? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys at 9:30 in about 12 more hours before we do another Final Fantasy episode. We'll see you guys then, and yeah, enjoy. Let's see if XDefiant comes out.